What's going on, everybody? It's me, Sloppy. Man, I can't leave for vacation and see some stuff going on online, man. What's going on with all the craziness when I'm on vacation? It's insane. I've been away for what 2 3 days? Yeah, 2 3 days. I went to San Diego, went to the beach, went to SeaWorld. We get the mind away from all these craziness. But I guess when I leave, that's when I see the nonsense going on, the craziness, the shit talking, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Caucasian, what's going on? Where's Leon? You know where Leon is, Caucasian. You know where he's at. You know what he's doing. You know what he's sucking on. But it's not about the Caucasian. I see what you're doing. You're trying to bring him out from hiding. But he hides pretty well, Caucasian. Mierda. What's up, WB? What's up, Chase? What's going on? Hopefully, you guys had some good days crying over Hulk Hogan and shit. Not me. uh, Is he sucking your mushroom? Nah, I wouldn't let that motherfucker be near my penis. That guy, I don't know. His teeth look a little odd. What's up, Pink Lives? But yeah, I was supposed to go. I admit I talk smack on my channel, but we do it fun. Hey, you already know about that. Like, what are you talking about? What happened? Did you get called out again, Perry? Did you get called out? There's always Perry getting called out. It's okay, Perry. It happens sometimes, People get called out. You have the decision of to respond or not respond. Typically, I only respond to Preds and um, whoever I feel like I should respond. But yeah, my favorite will be the Hitman. Bret Hart, right? That's a real. You gotta give me the name. I know some of them, but not all of them. WB, you like I said, you guys are way more knowledgeable about wrestling. I'm more knowledgeable of just talking smack and shooting the shit. But I do know Bret the Hitman Hart. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Bret the Hitman Hart. Um, isn't the guy that spit it on McMahon or something, right? Something like that. Yeah. I remember him. I mean, just talking smack about WD and all that. Yeah, pay Chase. You do what you want to do, Chase. It's your channel. Uh, when I go in there, I'll say what's up and mess around with WB and call him a transgender redhead or something. But besides that, I just join in and shoot the shit with you guys too. Knock Vince out. Oh yeah, I think I saw. I was watching that documentary a while back. I think I talked about it a while back about it. That was on like the third or fourth episode. John Davis is begging for subs. Yeah. Like I said, I have been looking, but because I've been out and about, I could just see but not respond. So yeah, I saw that John Davis was like, I'm almost at 400 subscribers. I'm like, nah, you're a pred. You shouldn't even be online, but because YouTube don't care about fucking people. Where's Kyle? Uh, Most likely laying next to Leon. Most likely bedtime story. You know, it's some crazy ass stuff. but yeah. So I've been I've been watching people's streams here and there, and uh, the one the one that is wild is Dee Dee's aunt. They found her images, you know, very explicit images. Where's Leon? It's the ongoing thing. WB. They say that because Leon was all tough on the internet world the last couple of years, and then I guess now he's just in hiding because um, people saw through his facade and realized that he is just a measly little man. And so people mess around just saying, "Where's Leon? Where's Kyle?" Because they are nowhere to be found. He just meant to order voting, or well, he had a couple of special needs guys still in the group, but for the most part, there's a lot of people that left that group. They saw the real Leon, and I guess they didn't want any more of that group. But you still have those diehard special needs that will defend their friend no matter what. So they still have a couple of sped crows in that crew, but they got dismantled by a numerous amount of people. I can't take all the credit. I don't like taking credit for people's demise, even though I might have taken part of it. But yeah, DNA was talking mad crap about Zexio. That guy, that guy. I don't get it. I saw what you sent me, Soviet. I saw what you sent me, Soviet, and I'm like, dude, Zexio was, pretty much defending you, saying that, hey, you guys, all of you guys were talking shit about this 17-year-old. All three or four of you guys. There was a good amount of people in that group that was talking so much crap about this 17-year-old. And then out of nowhere, like, okay, yeah, we're friends. Oh, well, you should be friends too, DNA, with this guy. Even though he threatened to unalive your child and to R-word your child. Yeah. You gotta be cool with them. And I don't know the exact words because I don't get in that. I'm not in their circles, but from what it seems, the DNA guy didn't want to, and now they made him look like, oh, he's childish. Why is he fighting a 17-year-old when they were fighting with this 17-year-old for the past 6-7 months? What a fucking idiot! And then he starts talking shit to Zexio. I guess they still calling him Leon for some reason, but well, we'll go with it. I said for years, can't be a pagan and a crusader at the same time. I think crusader because he used to wear Templar. Yeah. WB, that guy. You seen how he talks. You seen all this bullshit. You seen how it is. Yeah. The only people that get attracted to that type of individual is more special needs people that are looking for a group to be in. If you see their friends, the friends are special needs. They eat their chicken nuggets and their French fries, and that's it. But I'm not trying to talk shit about them. I haven't seen anything about them, but it's always good to talk shit about random ass weirdos. But yeah, I personally have no issue with Leon, but if he is in the league with Kid Diller, that's the difference. Uh, well, he likes Lolicon. He likes underage characters that are, I guess, I think I spoke about it a couple times on my streams. He likes Japanese art that depicts underage children doing very sexual things. In one of my shorts, uh, there's a video where Leon is the one wanting to smash her past a 13-year-old, I think it is, 14-year-old. So he was involved in the smash and pass characters that they were gonna, I guess, uh, judge if they want to smash or pass that anime character, and a lot of them were underage characters. Uh, so yeah, so that's why I say little Leon likes Lolicon. That's why I call him Daniel Roth 2.0, the skinnier version, because of that shit. Kevin laying out on the bed still. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm just kidding. But yeah, like back to the shit talking Vexio. It's like, come on, man. He was defending you. Well, what kind of defending you? From what I read, he was saying, "Hey, dude, why are you trying to force the guy that got threatened to get bombed, threatened to the kid getting R-worded and all this? and then you, because you're friends with him now, you're trying to make him be friends with him. Like, and I don't know how DNA took it. I'm guessing he thought that Zexy was talking shit. I don't know. And motherfucker got, like, I haven't watched the stream. Soviet, if you could send me the stream behind the scenes of where all this shit happens. Like I said, I just got home like an hour ago. So yeah. Send me it. I'll watch it and kind of see exactly. I don't wanna guess what he was trying to say. So I'd rather, yeah. Nice try. Where's KK? I don't know where KK is. DNA lied about cola. Yeah, they always lie about cola, man. They always lie about cola. They always want to pick, make her seem like she was a pred or something like that. They have the name wrong, and I'm like, okay, let them think. That's why we laugh at them. That's why we like, yeah, we're Liam, or yeah, we're this, yeah, we're Kamal, because it makes them think that we are them, and we're like, okay, cool, yeah, for sure, yeah. Send me a message on the channel that you found, and if I respond back, I'll video chat you. In practice mode, learning some different dragon now combos. Man, they nerfed my boy too much. What are you talking about? Tekken? WBR. Did you end up doing the micro dosing and the gummy or not yet? Well, you do know Leon has preds in his group, right? Yeah, well, yeah. A lot of these people have preds in the groups, but because they've known each other for 10 years, they're like, I can't leave him because I've known him for 10 years and he's been by my side all the time. So even though he's done some heinous things, I am not leaving him by leaving him. Weird ass motherfuckers. I can't find mushroom gummies anywhere. Hey, if you need some mushroom gummies, I know some people. Well, no, well, I have connections for the real shrooms. Um, if you need the real shrooms, and then I don't know how people can convert them into gummies, but yeah, I could, if you have a PO box, if I could send it to your PO box, and you could have some stuff to get a new fight stick to play Tekken 8 again. Oh my god, ITB messing up your sticks. Sloppy is Roman. What do you mean? Soviet? No idea. I don't know what a lot of some of the OGs are up to. Huh? Yeah, WB. Hey, I'm Latino. We Latinos have friends that know someone that has something that we need. So if ever you do decide you want to try uh, stuff, let me know. If you have a PO box, like I said, so if you don't feel comfortable, um, giving me your address, then I can send it to a PO box, and you could pick it up there. Anyways, God, telling you, you are Roman like the Roman Empire? No, hell no. The Roman Empire got destroyed. So be it. They got too big, and then they got beat up. Like any empire, it gets destroyed, and that's why I'm just a little city state. But yeah, I really want to try DMT. Oh well, I'm sure. Like I said, one of my I guess you could say brother-in-law. He's very he knows a lot of people. I don't do none of that, so that's why I never ask. But yeah, you gotta go to Vegas and save Arthur from the hungry, horny hippo idiot. I was gonna go to Vegas, but the family was being selfish and wanted to go to the beach because they wouldn't have done anything. They would have been in the room while I would have been downstairs gambling or stuff like that. So it wasn't fair for them to be in the hotel room all day and me going out there and gambling. So yeah, I was like, all right, we'll go to San Diego. Floppy come to UK, take me to town. Wait, take me to town. I don't know. I can't carry you, Pink. Be a tough carry. If you're able to walk yourself, then maybe. But I don't know. I gotta carry you to the town, and it'll be a little tough. And I'll go to the UK under Kevin bed to save my money. Now, I don't know if you want him to go under the bed, ITB. One quick move on top of the bed, and yeah, it goes down. So yeah, I saw that, Soviet. I saw that. I saw them. I guess. Well, the messages you sent me. Um, I gotta, I guess, watch the whole video to kind of understand exactly what they were saying or what insults they were saying or what's the context, because I don't the screenshots is cool to kind of get a glimpse of what was going on, but I like to watch the whole thing. Just I think you did you send me his channel? If you didn't, then send it to me. I'll watch it. Kevin asking Sloppy to take him to town sounds like kind of, well, hey, uh, we're on the street. Is that Pink and ZTV um, might take it to town? Well, that's what Kevin said. Kevin said him and ZTV are exclusive. I'm just kidding. Don't take that. I'm just kidding. It's not true. I'm just kidding. I know people are gonna be like, I knew it. I knew that's why ZTV always protected Kevin. That's why he protected Kevin. So I'm lying. I'm not. I'm making it up because I know people are gonna say that because I said it. It was and to troll too. So it's cool. How much Kevin has of yours, ITV? His heart, Perry. All right, all right. Right, I need to stop fucking reading the damn chat. So yeah, no. So I saw that, right. Soviet. I saw him. I guess saying something about Cola and I guess Liam being 17 and this and that. I don't know the context of it, but yeah, I'll watch it because yeah, Zexio was talking. He was defending him, right? Kind of. He felt bad because he's like, how the fuck are they gonna try to convince this guy to be friends with the 17-year-old? And after all those streams, after all those hours of them shitting on him, showing his address, showing images of his mom, showing images of his dad, and doing all this, and then from one day to the other, it's like, hey, you know what? We're friends with them, and I guess you gotta be friends with them. Kevin looks like someone that get caught chatting to minors. Look at him. I don't know. Hey, it's a good picture. Why he looks decent in that picture. It's okay. Where's ETV go? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I guess work. Maybe he's been working a lot. So New York's pretty expensive from what I hear. So I'm guessing a lot of overtime. Dakota was the one that started that lie about me, my bestie Cola. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Cola, you can't take what fucking Dakota says all the time. So you with family? Oh, okay. John Davis' wife? No. Uh, from what he claims, she is dead, but he lies a lot. So he lied about he had cancer and all this and stuff like that. He's a habitual liar, and he lies. And if you see him talking to kids on Dee Dee's live streams and Roxy Foxy's live streams, oh, that reminds me. If you guys haven't seen Zexio's post where he's getting married with Roxy Foxy, or they got married. Oh, I saw that when I was driving to to the fucking SeaWorld, and I couldn't stop laughing. My wife's like, "What? Why are you laughing so much?" And I'm like, I showed her, and she was like, "That's just funny." And it's like, "What's wrong with her face?" I'm like, "I don't know. Fry pan? I don't know. I don't know what happens to women like that." Kevin Daddy's the type of cancer. He abuses his mom and hit Lolly the cow. Did he on my channel? Oh, I still gotta check. Let me check. Yeah, I don't block nobody. No blocking on my channel, man. I'll unblock them right now. Let me let me go to my YouTube Studios. Where do I check to get my block people? I don't even know. Settings? I don't know. I'll do it later. I'll unblock him. Don't worry. Don't worry, Frylock. So they cancer to their wife. Floppy, where's Dee Dee? Most likely hiding. Word on the street is that his auntie um, has some very, very explicit images. Even though she is a woman of God, she has some very, very interesting ones. Popping it open. Popping it open. If you are trendy, you'll know what it means to pop it open. She has it open like crazy. And they found him. And this lady was defending Dee Dee, saying, "Oh, my kid is this, my kid is that, all this nonsense." And then later on, people like to dig, and they found her, I guess, corn, corn images, and that shit is insane. His auntie was showing all the goods, and she's a Christian woman for some reason. I guess Christian women always tend to be on very explicit images websites. Like John David says he's a Christian. He's over there sending dick pictures to 13-year-olds. Freaking Dee Dee says he's a Christian, sharing CP. Roxy Foxy being around Preds, letting Preds talk to the underage kids. Another Christian. I don't know. Pink Lives, man. These Christians, man. What's going on? A lot of Christians that are doing some very heinous things. I love the attention, John Davis or Cobra. I don't know. Frylock. I feel like Frylock is Lolly the cow because he brought up Lolly the cow. So I'm guessing Frylock is Lolly the cow. And welcome. I could care less. You could come in and chat. It's all good. Floppy. All of them are heretics. I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means in English. Give me the definition. I don't know everything. Sometimes. John Davis go overdose. Yes. Hi. I should have read that. I don't think it is him, but if it is him, then John Davis stopped talking to 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds. But if you're not, then welcome. Uh, I know you guys don't like Jules and Harry and Kevin and what's his other guy's name? Fucking forgot his name. I don't know. I forgot. But yeah, so I saw that. I saw Roxy Foxy do a face reveal. It's like we already know how you look. And I watched the video, right? I watched the video. I'm like, this bitch is stupid. Oh, I can't say that word. This female dog is low IQ. Uh, Telling her 12-year-old, 13-year-old followers, please please follow me. Please do all these things to me. Please don't leave me. And then you see the comments, right? You see the comments of all the people on the chat, and they're like, don't worry, we won't leave you. You look at their videos, and they're all 13, 14-year-old kids. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Roxy? You're begging kids to stay with you. It's crazy. Kevin Daddy, why don't you quit your seafood diet? You see good, then Frylock. You got to proofread what you say before you say it so it could sound funnier. I would have laughed. Like I said, I laughed at the other one, but you got to say some stuff that makes sense. I knew what you're trying to say. The seafood diet because he sees food and he eats it. Yeah. I get it, but you got to proofread it before you say it. Sloppy Harris religious groups who believes did not wholly confirm that the medieval church doctrines. Oh, okay. Well, yes, they don't follow that the Christian church. They allow people that would harm children in their groups and claim they're good people. Why don't you quit chasing chasing? You too, Pink. Now you're saying, why don't you quit chase? Which maybe Perry's gonna be like, wait, what are you talking about? Instead of John Davis, no proof. I eat what I want. Leave me alone, Kevin. See, Kevin, your wording confused Perry. Now Perry's like, okay, what the fuck? Anyways, seafood diet is great. Yeah. Well, the guy is saying it as a joke, Perry. Hopefully you get it. It's not a diet, real diet. It's a seafood diet. Like you see food, you eat it. Meaning he's calling Pink Lives fat. Do I have to explain it? Francisco Franco was based. I don't know who that is. But yeah. So let me see. Hold on. Let me get the let me get the image first. This is funny. Let me put this image. All right. Share screen. Vexio. So this image of hopefully Cola doesn't get upset that Zexio is, I guess, getting married with Miss Sarah over here. God, Zexio, why? Why would you do this? Why would you do this to yourself? But sloppy Ganesha labor. I don't know Soviet. I don't know your fucking Russian shit. So I sometimes I don't respond to it because I don't know anything about all that nonsense that you spew on the chat sometimes. But yeah, so I saw this right, and I'm like, oh my god, this one is going to trigger Mrs. Sarah. And hey, but if you see the image, goddamn, Zexio looks very handsome compared to Miss Zexio, I guess. uh, where's Jedediah? He is in a cuck chair watching Zexio marry his baby. Hopefully, Soviet, you know what a cuck chair is. If you don't, then I won't explain it because look it up. I'm not gonna show you these type of things. But yeah, Jedediah was in a seat in a hotel room watching Zexio have a honeymoon time with their this kitchen chips can be beat. Well, I don't know. This this woman and man, it's crazy, right? So I can't play the video, right? I can't play the video because I know for damn sure they're gonna try to copyright it. But I'll show you what video to watch. Hold on, let me stop sharing. Let's see. I'll show you a video. Ugh, ugh, nasty woman. All right. So let me share this real quick. So this is Roxy Foxy, right? The video where it says face reveal. If you really want to kind of laugh a little bit, giggle, and be sickened at the same time, I recommend watching that. Like I said, I watch them because I like to know exactly what's going on. Some fried tilapia with fries and a good tartar sauce. Yeah. Fish is delicious. WB. More when it's just cooked on the barbecue. Not a barbecue. Yeah, barbecue. and they put limon and salsa, and as long as you don't eat the thorns, the spine, or the ribs and stuff, the bones, and it's delicious. But yeah, I don't eat it all the time, but when I do it, it's good. So yeah, the one that says face reveal. If you wanna look at the girl that is begging her underage subscribers to stay with her, that's the video to watch. I watched it on my own because I can't get copyright strike when I watch it on my own. But yeah, you know, because people like to copyright strike, and I don't like copyright strike because then it gives me uh, grilled salmon on the grill. Yeah, you're right. Lemon and pepper spice. You ate. You right. Yeah. And then oysters and clams and what else? Octopus, delicious. But yeah, this girl is insane. I will play it, but knowing damn well this girl's gonna copyright strike me, so I can't. But yeah, we'll watch it. All right, so let's go to the main one. The one. Let me see. Let me make sure. Okay. Little what wrong, John Davis? You say a Goomkali, then you walk away, no more talk. Well, they come and go sometimes. Pink lives, they most likely trolling other um, channels. So yeah, Roxy Foxy is I don't know if she is. So this is the one that they also recommend lemon and pepper seasoning on vagina. I don't know about that. I never tajin maybe put some tajin down there. Yeah. Well, I don't know what type of girls you've been getting at WB that has if it has like a very very distinct fishy smell, then you gotta tell them, hey, go to the shower real quick, go wipe it down for a little bit, and then come back. But or maybe it's what they're eating. Sometimes what they eat, they 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 do some crazy ass stuff, right? So this is the one that got me, right? So Lexia goes, there's some things that need to be said again. For years, I don't know what happened. Oh my god. All right. Okay. So I don't know what happened. Well, it got blank on my side. I don't know why. So he goes, for years, Ninja Godot has been targeting a literal child, which some of you guys might know, some of you guys don't know because we're always in different groups, different areas. But it's a 17-year-old kid, right? So they're targeting a kid because he was talking smack to one of their friends. I guess threatening to get the kid R worded and shit like that. And me personally, I will never be friends with anybody that threatens my child and stuff like that. That they're gonna do stuff to, or that I'm doing stuff to them, or that they're gonna do stuff to him or her. And so this one got to me. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me read the whole thing, and then maybe I'll decide if Zexio said anything wrong or right, and I'll have a chat with them behind the scenes about it and whatever. So he goes, not just mocking, outright harassing. He's called him a terrorist, an autistic regarded man or kid, and every disgusting insult he can come up with. Grown man bullying a mentally challenged underage kid, and he is. that guy Neil, he's regarded. Like you could tell. So like why? But because they threaten to R word the child out. Like, me personally, if they, a kid threaten to R word or do this to my child, this and that, I won't fuck with them until he turns 18. When he turns 18, you're an adult. You can get fucked with like crazy. But at the 17, you just let them blap. You just chomp your mouth. Say whatever the fuck you want because you're almost 18. When you turn 18, the moment you turn 18, you're fucked, kind of thing, right? Because he's, if our whole purpose is to protect children and all this bullshit, I will never call or threaten to do anything to a child, right? Like when all those kids came and attacked me on my comments, right? I could have easily said some messed up shit, right? I could have easily said some like "f you, you fucking this, f and that, f blah blah blah, whoop de doo, whoopty da, whatever." But because I know they're kids, I know that I'm not gonna say nothing like that. But I guess they did. They did. They attacked this kid for like fuck. I want to say 4, 5, 6 months, somewhere on there. I gotta double check. Should have called him Tards. No, 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 no. I don't do that, Soviet. I understand that they have underdeveloped brains, so you have to kind of tippy toe. You got to tippy toe on what to say to them because if you insult them, then they're gonna go back to these, these people that are being nice to them. So I try to be as understanding of their disabilities as I can. But sometimes, yeah, you gotta say some mean things, but not to the extent of constantly doing stuff, right? Well, you could say that if you're autistic, Soviet, then you could say that to them because you are one of them. The mentally challenged. I'm just saying, nothing too crazy. So, so he goes now. Suddenly, after all that he's no, after God damn it, I can't even read. Now suddenly, after all that, comma, he's flipped sides, meaning now he's friends with the 17-year-old that he was constantly harassing, doxing, showing his image, showing his mom's image, and calling most likely them stuff like that, right? Out of nowhere, it's like, okay, we're friends now, cool. Um, uh, if I was Neil, I'd have been like, okay, cool, just don't bother me. I don't want nothing to do with you. Just leave me alone. But because Neil is special needs, he's like, okay, yeah, yeah, we could be friends. It's like, all right, cool. I want to be friends with the 17-year-old, but they want to be friends with the 17-year-old, and I'm like, no, all right, cool. You do you. You do you. I don't talk to no underage kids. I don't do nothing like that because one day the kids gonna be like, you know what? This person said some mean things to me, so I'm gonna make him look like a pred because he's gonna he said some mean things to me. Fuck that. So I give no chance to nobody to talk to me. The only time I talk to someone is when they're talking about a pred. If it's something else, you could talk to me on the chat, and I will try to give you what I believe could be good advice. But behind the scenes, no, 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 hell no. He tripping. But they do. They talk to kids and stuff like that in a girl voice, which is kind of weird, but it's odd. But from what I hear, they're stepping down, and then this and that, and I'm gonna be not on the internet world because I'm this, I'm that. I'm like whatever. Doesn't matter. It's okay. There's always gonna be someone next. Like when we leave, no one's gonna care. We don't have to broadcast it and say and show that we're leaving. So yeah, goodbye. It's like no, just fucking leave. You don't have to fucking broadcast it so people could be like, oh, we're gonna miss you. Like nah, like one day I'll leave and that's it. I'll leave and that's it, and then exactly be with family. It doesn't matter. We don't matter enough to be broadcast. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay. I'll care when you leave. Yeah, well, maybe, possibly. I don't know. But like, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. We're not big fucking YouTubers that we have to tell everybody that, oh, you know what? Yeah, yeah, I saw that, WB. And, I think it's I think it's fucking my internet, my modem, or my fuck, what do you call it? Yeah, I think modem, some shit like that. It started doing that on my phone earlier, so I was like, something's wrong. But I it kicks me out, I guess. I don't know. Old man Phoenix, low. I think it's a Templar attack. That's it. They're doing their. Who are you doxing? Someone or who we doxing? Anyway, yeah, yeah. The damn Templars are fucking doing a ritual right now and messing up my damn internet. That shit's funny, WB. So, like I was saying, like no one cares. You're gonna leave and give it 2 months, a month, a week, 3 weeks, and people are gonna move on to the next person. That's how it is. That's how I see it. Anyways, he's turned against his own friend DNA just because DNA refuses to befriend that same kid, a kid who allegedly threatened to unalive DNA, his wife, and his child. And somehow Ninja thinks DNA is the problem. It's like, so he's defending him. He's defending DNA. He's saying, hey, this is not right. Why would he be friends with the guy that threatened to do all these things to them? And then making this guy DNA look like the bad guy, which I wouldn't, like, me personally, I wouldn't fucking, if someone was like, I'm gonna do this to your kid, I'm gonna do that to your kid, and then 2 months later, oh, I'm sorry I said that. I'm like, no, fuck you, the fuck away from me. Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna be your friend because my other friends are your friends. I could give two shits. You said some fucked up shit to me. What the fuck? Hell no. You brought my kid in this, so nah. But I guess in their minds, if they're my friends, they're your friends, kind of shit. And it's like, nah, don't work like that. Well, maybe for them, maybe if DNA is afraid of Rev and Ninja, then of course he's gonna fucking um, befriend them. But the good thing, I don't know if he did. From what I hear, from what I see, he didn't. But you never know. Maybe they toughen up on him a little bit more and put some pressure on him, and out of nowhere, they're being friends, taking selfies together, and like nothing happened. Like, nah, fuck that. If you're a real man and someone says some shit about your kid and about your wife, and they tell you to be friends with that motherfucker, fuck that shit. Oh, goddamn, I'm saying so many bad words. They're gonna take this down for harassment and bullying. F that stuff, But from what I see, DNA is a little special needs too, so it's hard to tell these people things because they're all special needs. They're depressed. They have depression. They have diabetes. They have what do you call it? Fuck, I forgot what that shit's called. When you have more multi personalities, like a schizo, all that group has a lot of people that are fucked up in the head, and they wanted to be pred hunters and shit. I know I'm talking shit right now. Is that I seen some fucked up shit. I seen some mean things, and I seen people calling out people. Yeah, yeah, schizophrenia. There you go. Thank you, WB. See, you're smart. You're a smart white man. You're not none of the Brian Atcher redneck ones. So it's good to keep those more intelligent ones around. Not like Brian Atcher and shit like that. Nah. So you're like the the racial white guy that's semi smart that could help me with some words. So, yeah, you're good. So you're good. You're good in my book. I don't know in other people's books, but yeah, you're good in my book. Some people still don't like you from what I see, but I see that you don't care. So that's good. Anyway, God damn it, I get so sidetracked. Most of us Caucasians are. Ah. Well, there's more of you guys here. You guys are like 85% of white people, so you have to have a lot of smart people compared to us Latinos and blacks and but Asians, man, I don't know. It's between you and Asians. Just the only reason is the Asians have small pee so their confidence levels is very low. But if Asians have big old wieners, if Asians had a big old schlongs, I think they would have been like, f that motherfuckers, I'm gonna swing my dick everywhere. If the white people were fucking everybody up, but they don't. They have small weenies, small pee. All right, let me go back. We only world. Even now, you're welcome. We only gave you the world. The world. Hell nah. We black people they created a toilet. So be happy that you have a toilet. You guys used to just go in the back, dig a hole, and then fucking leave your poop there for ages. So thank the black guy or black girl. I forgot if it was a black guy, black girl that created a toilet so you guys could poop correctly, not just leave it in one spot and then be there. I'm just kidding. It's called German engineering. Those Germans, man, they did a lot of testing on stuff, so they were advanced in a lot of different aspects because they had way more um, test dummies, I guess you could say, test subjects that were not willing, but due to the fact there was a war, they were forced to be test subjects, and so they did a lot of improvement in the medical field due to the fact that they had way more volunteers. I'm fucking getting out of topic. There it goes. It's obvious Neil, the kid, is acting out because he's been mentally tormented by fully grown adults for years. That part, I'm like, they did torment him, but he is around fucking Preds. So, but tormenting him, calling him our R word, uh, I guess showing his face and doing all that. I guess that's, in a sense, tormenting. That's false. Just because her name was Harriet Tubman doesn't mean she had anything to do with Batman's way. Hey, it was that was Tubman. Tubman would have been the tub. But no, it wasn't. Well, I know. I know it was a black woman. A black person. Let's see. I'll find right now. Fuck that. I want to make sure that I wasn't incorrect giving that information. Let me see. Who invented the toilet? The went to the modern toilet. Never mind. I'm wrong. God, it was what's his name? Sir John. Oh my God. Sir John Harrington. Sloppy, you racist, you go to hell. No, no, no. White Tubman Jewish. What's Tubman Jewish? No, I don't know. No, I'm never. Well, I am once in a while. 80% of my conversations in real life involve minority or white people with doing their stereotypical actions, and stereotypical voices. So yes, I might be. It's all good. That's why they say I'm going to the John. See, and for some reason, actually, I need to stop watching black people politics because that's what happens. I get misinformation sometimes. I'm just, see, the little racist came out right there. So I'm gonna go retract and go back to my main focus, but it's hard because I like conversating with the chat. So, anyways, affirmative those it doesn't excuse what he said when he's saying him talking shit about our one in the R word the child. No, you don't do that. A kid who allegedly threatened to unalive the it doesn't excuse what he said, but anyone with a brain can understand why he's like that. Still, the fact remains Ninja bullied this kid for years, then out of nowhere became his number one supporter. It's pathetic. I think it's pathetic because the kid doesn't want to get bothered, so his only ways for him to not get bothered is to be friends with these people. And to me, that's not really him wanting to be around them. He is afraid of them because they're constantly harassing him, talking shit about him. So of course he's like, you know what? If it's gonna make you guys stop, then I'll be your friend. And to me, that's a fear, not really anything else than just fear. If I ever need a history lesson, I'm pretty good for it. Favorite topic in school. Yeah. I seen you conversate about that on Chase's stream. Chase might not understand sometimes when you're talking about things. Sometimes it sounds like it goes over his head, but I understand most of the stuff you talk about. I think that low testosterone from playing the Fortnite is getting to him, and he's becoming more feminine. So he's losing brain cells, and it's a little scary because later on he's gonna lactate and start his OnlyFans with him male a male lactating, so it might be in a circus or something. I don't know. And now DNA, who's had to deal with this garbage before, gets thrown under the bus by his own so-called friends. Let's not forget the time Ninja threatened to kidnap DNA's wife and child and keep them at his house. He did that. We have screenshots of them of his own friends saying that. His own friends saying, "Yeah, Ninja wanted to drive to where DNA lives and take away the wife and kid because of issues they were having between the wife and the guy." And everybody was like, "That's kind of weird. Why would you go and pick up a woman and the child, but you have a girlfriend at home? Well, what is your girlfriend gonna say? What is your girlfriend gonna say when a child and a woman show up at her, your place?" I did air quotations for some reason. He's trans. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Who's trans? Who's trans? WB or Ulysses? We're saying Ulysses. WB found a study, trust me, bro, study that people that play Fortnite every day lose 30% of their testosterone. And Ulysses plays Fortnite, so every time he makes a stream about Fortnite, Ulysses' voice is a little bit more feminine or has a little sass on it, and where I guess the studies that WB found might be true, so we're adding So we're adding the lactation on his breast, and we're adding that he's becoming more feminine due to the fact that he plays Fortnite. Yeah, you do, Soviet. If you want to lose testosterone quickly, from WB's study that he found, Fortnite is the game to play. Oh my god! All right, where am I at? Oh yeah, this guy has a weird obsession with threatening to kidnap and assault people's wives. And this is the guy who wants to be seen as a predator exposer. I thought they were doing all right in the beginning. I didn't, like I said, I didn't have nothing bad to say about them because they were getting preds. Just the most recent one is the one that I've had issues with. The one where he sent AI nudes of a child to a predator. That one was no good. And let me Will is the furthest thing from transitioning. Trust me. I'm gonna keep it going, Will. Until you tell me to stop, I'll stop. But for now, I'm busting your balls a little bit. But if you tell me that you don't like it, then I'll stop. But I don't like the saying jokes that will offend people or get people upset. I'll be nice. That was checked back in June. But yeah, that was in June. Liz says you've been playing Fortnite for the past month. So I don't know. You gotta check it again. You're laying in your bed, twirling your fingers on your hair, like if you're like in a conversation with your crush. You gotta be careful on Fortnite as well, Sloppy. With kids do play. I don't play Fortnite, Pink. I don't play no games. I should, but I don't have time. The only time I have to talk to you guys is this late, and then I wake up the next morning to take the kids to the sitter, and then go to work, and then pick them up from the sitter, and hang out with them, and then yeah, so I don't have time. Sloppy DMs, please. Oh my god, don't send me none of the nonsense shit. Hold on. Let's see it. Okay, I'll watch it later. I'll watch it later. I'll make a video the next time I go. I'm just kidding, Perry. Don't take it. You don't have to make a video or nothing. You don't have to record yourself. We believe you, Perry. We believe you. Why would you lie to us? You don't need to make a video going to the doctor. Hey, doctor, these people on the internet are saying that I have low testosterone because I play Fortnite all the time. Could I record this conversation and could you show me my testosterone level so I could prove them wrong? You don't have to do that. None of that. We live. We're messing around with you, Perry. You don't have to do none of that shit. It's just good times. Some ball busting a little bit here and there. All right. This guy has the same guy whose own child was taken away after being found with drugs in the system. I don't know much about that. I know what they has told me that he didn't know that he had a child until years later, but yes, the child had you know drugs in it, but because of the mother, that's what they claim. But like I said, I don't have no valid proof that he was in possession of the child when the kid had the drugs in it. But to me, I think the mother was the nut job on there. Um, but like I said, I only know what he said, and that's all I know. That's all I know about that. But I do, from what people said, the kid. That's why CPS took the baby away from them because the child had drugs, something like that. That part I didn't want to. I just want to skim through it. He pretends to be a young girl on Discord, which he does, so he can talk to real young girls and gain their trust, which He did. He threatens to report everyone to the police except the actual predators he claims to be exposing. Indeed. So, what he's trying to say there is that Ninja messaged Zexio saying, "Oh, I'm gonna find some legal avenues to sue you because you were putting people's faces on my chat. You were doxing people's images on my chat." With in our heads, I'm like, how could you prove that channel was him? There has to be proof that tags him to that account. He could easily say, I shared it to thousands of people. I don't know who it could be. I shared it and I said, do not harass this person. And then the lawyers are like, oh, well, shit. Well, it could be any of those 1,000 people. So I didn't know Chase had balls left after I grabbed them. Oh, damn. Damn. Pink, very aggressive today. It's a very aggressive statement. There's stay away from my balls, Kevin. They're too small to see them, Chase. Why say I don't know you? Oh, damn. Did you take steroids, Chase, in your younger days? Because if that was the case, then that's why he can't see your balls. Because word on the street is that balls shrink when you take steroids. But if yeah. All right, let me. Fuck. I already saw it. I already saw that you messaged me. No one's doubting your masculinity. It's only a joke. Yeah, but, well, sometimes I feel like Chase takes our jokes as like they were being serious. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he understands that most of the stuff we say are jokes, jokey jokes. All right. So yeah. So he threatened. No, my new comment. Didn't Ninja threaten me at one point? Yeah. He threatened you. He threatens a lot of people. Like to me, he threatens people that he feels like he could overpower or make them feel like yeah, you're right, I'm wrong, kind of thing. And you were one of them. I'm sure there's a couple more, but yeah, it sucks because it shows the perspective of what he sees people like. He levels himself with other people. He levels himself. Say, okay, well, this guy, I know for damn sure I could make him look stupid. And then other people is like I don't know, maybe I could try. And sometimes it fails, and it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. You're not gonna win every debate, or every discussion, or every point you're trying to go through. But in his mind, when he's talks to special needs kids, of course, anyone that talks to special needs kids is gonna win a conversation because the special needs guy is gonna be like, no, my mom, didn't make my chicken nuggets. That's why I was mad, and I said some mean things to this person. And the guy's gonna be like, "Well, see, well, you need to stop doing that. If not, we're gonna find you, and we're gonna tell your mommy, and we're gonna do this." And the kid is autistic. It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll make a community post saying that you're the best." And it's like, "Don't do that shit." They're like, "What are you doing?" You don't have to fucking post something. Just fucking don't do it again. And if it's something heinous, and fucking call the cops on yourself or some shit. But I don't. But they won't. But they won't. Yes. I know it's joking. I don't know, Paris. There's a couple times that WB said some jokey jokes, and you yelled at him. So sometimes I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes. Even could, I won't bring it up, but I'm sure you guys know what I know. WB knows which one I'm talking about. So he pretends to be a young girl to talk to young girls on the internet, right? To me, that's a no. Be the person you are. No, let them know that you're an adult. Let them know that you're an adult talking to this underage kid. Like the underage kid is believing you're a 13-year-old girl, or yeah, that is some. What happens if this 13-year-old girl tells you something that only 13-year-old girls conversate about? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna respond? You don't do that shit. You don't do that. You if you're gonna talk to a victim, you talk to them as yourself. You're like, hey, I'm an adult. I'm here because they told me that this guy over here, Sonic 3000, Metal Gear, whatever bullshit character, yeah, sent you some images. Is it true? Or could you help me out and give me his channel? And if you feel comfortable, can you tell me what happened? If you don't feel comfortable, it's okay. Whenever you're able to, just let me know. Give me a snippet so I could kind of already confront them. So kind of see if he blurs out the situation, stuff like that. But to act like you're the 13-year-old friend and talking to a 13-year-old friend, yeah, you don't do that shit. That shit's fucking weird as fuck. You can get a testosterone level of 2,500 from eating just watermelon seeds, according to Kelly Muzzle. Well, he's black, so black people they're built different. They were built for work. It's all good. My sense of humor is not like most these days. I'm from the era of Eddie Murphy and Rich. Yeah, they're just shit talking. And but nowadays everybody gets offended easily. Like even here, like me, I'm pretty off the internet and like in DMs and in my workplace and at my house. I say some pretty crazy things, but because YouTube, kind of censors you of what you say, I have to word things in a way that doesn't get my shit taken. But if you talk to me off off screen, I say some pretty crazy shit. I say some fucked up things for the most part. So let me see. Let me move it down a little bit. And he goes. Blah, 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 blah. He threatens to report everyone to the police, which he threatens Zexio, right? He threatens Zexio, saying, "I'm going to call the." I'm in talks with the lawyer and this and that, and we're gonna, you putting images of random people on my channel. You shouldn't be doing that. Blah blah blah. Even though they doxed a child, a 17-year-old, they could say that someone else found that address, but that person that found that address isn't continuously posting it on their streams. But like I said, it's crazy. Not true. Cali Muscle had to go to a fertility clinic just to have his kids due to his rapid use. Yeah, 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 yeah. Testosterone fucks you up. Very true, Will. I just don't like it when people lie about me, saying slanderous stuff. I recently got accused for blocking people because they were gay. Oh, damn. uh, why'd you block people because they're gay, Perry? I'm just kidding. You shouldn't be doing that, Perry. The gay people need to be your friends too. I'm gonna tell Double Z on you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I think he's bisexual. My bad. My bad. I don't think he's like gay, but um, if you like penis, then you're gay. Yeah, there's no bisexual. After you taste penis, you're gay. There's no going back to being bisexual or straight. None of that. But I'm just talking shit. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah. So he even defended Havoc Network and their obsession with Lolicon. We had a video where Havoc was talking about lollies. Eh, he tried to say that it was childlike or children. I forgot the damn fucking thing. I gotta look it up, but it's childlike character. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know. That's not what Lolicon is. If you did your investigation, which he said that he didn't, and then he kept saying the same word after he found out what lolly meant. He made a couple more, I guess, tweets. I guess you could call it. I don't use that shit. And he said lolly. He lolly ass, lolly this, lolly that. I'm like, okay, But he was defending him, saying, "Oh, but he said they were 18. They were aged up." And we're like, wait, but these characters are from the game. How are they aged up? The characters are from the game, and he's saying these horrendous things about the characters. I don't know, but that's what he's trying to say. He defended Havoc uh, for doing that shit. Yeah, you support Double D. Yeah, definitely lie from wherever the hate is coming from. I am bisexual. If it was true, I would have blocked Arthur a long time ago. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Arthur, might be. I don't know. He's still he's a 38-year-old virgin. I think, right? 38, 37. I'm not gonna talk shit. I have a lot of things to say about his stuff, but because I am cordial with him, I will be nice. Lolicon is enemy CP, an enemy character that are under the age of 18, so those game Lolicon should be banned. Yeah, well, it should be banned, but because they get it from Japan, it's, I guess, if you get caught with it, I guess, then you could, possibly go to jail. But they're very lenient with these type of images, but it's crazy. Fuck that. Ninja is a fraud, plain and simple, especially Vamp, the two chin goblin sidekick who follows him around like a lost dog. With her, I don't know. She seemed okay. I don't think from what I seen, I don't think she ever really talked shit about me. I don't know. So, like, I don't have. I seen a couple of her latest videos, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, if you're going through all that stuff, saying it on the internet world is not the best thing to do it. I would recommend seeing a therapist. You know, being with your family, but telling people online that 50% of the people don't like you, and the other 50% of people could leave you at an instant. I wouldn't tell my fucking sad stories, soft stories on the internet world. That's why you have family, you have friends, you have in real life friends. The people on the internet world. One day they're cool with you, the next day they're fucking, calling you names and saying I never liked them from the beginning. So for you to make videos about your stuff, it's sad, but you're opening it up for people that don't like you to fucking talk even more shit about you. But that's just my opinion. Nothing against you. No, I don't. I just think very emotional, and the emotions should be taken care of by a professional. None of the people on the internet world are going to be able to help you because you're telling someone your darkest secrets, and maybe the next day you guys have a fight and they blur it out to everybody else, and it makes you even feel like more like shit because you trusted this person, and this person is telling everybody else all your dark secrets. Well, not like dark, like bad, but like the things that get you emotional. And me personally, I wouldn't do that. But because I'm not you, you're your own person. People vent their own way. Me personally, that type of venting isn't the best way. But do you do you, boo? None of them care about protecting kids. They care about drama and attention. Uh, I would agree with Vexio, but they did get some Preds, I guess, but well, exposed them. They didn't really get them because they're still roaming the internet world, but I guess they put eyes on them. I don't know if they're still doing it. I don't know if they're still fucking. I don't know if they're still talking to children. I don't know. But to claim that they don't care, I care a little bit. Yeah, I care. They might care. Their vision might be towards that, but their emotions get the best of them. They feel like if they get slandered like crazy, or if a kid says something, on a comment on a video, I never liked the Rev, or I never liked Ninja, I never liked this person. Boom, they attack that person right away. It's like, just go look at it. The kid's 16, 17, 15. These kids don't know shit. Why are you getting mad that a 15-year-old said, "Oh, I don't like Rev. He's a bully." And then bam, it's like, "Oh, okay, fuck you. You're defending this pred, blah blah blah." It's like he's 15. There's different approaches. There's different approaches to talking to underage kids to grown adults, and uh, that when I say emotion, that's what I mean. When they attack people because they said some mean things to them, it's like, nah. They have an opinion. They might be blind due to the fact that they're kids and they want to follow their subscribers, but you don't attack them because they fucking said a mean shit to you. That shit's stupid as fuck. Well, I believe it's stupid as fuck. Too many flip floppers and people scared to tell someone in their group that they're wrong or stop them. They're stirring drama. Yeah, yeah. Like me and Zexio. I tell Zexio when I think he's wrong. If he's wrong, I'd be like, "Hey, dude, that was not good. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't say that, or you know, uh, you shouldn't be attacking this person because they, said these things." But and so we call each other out. We call each other out. Whoever we associate ourselves with, if we believe they're doing something wrong, we let them know because we're not scared to tell anybody that they're fucking up. Others tend to do that. Yeah, people are like, no, he might get mad at me. We've been friends for 10 years, so shit like that. And it's like, nah, like motherfucker, like you fucked up. Get your shit right, But like I said, there's people that don't believe that, and they wanna live a honeymoon stage, and then when finally someone gets called out, shit like this happens. People lose or stop being friends with each other because of stupidity, and it is stupidity. Or you don't want to be friends with them. Well, then you're being dumb because you should be friends with the 17-year-old that tried threaten to unalive you and bomb threat you and this and that. But because we're friends with them, you need to be friends with them. You need to get over it. And it's like, nah, fuck that. Who the fuck are you to tell me get over with? God damn, that's stupid. But like I said, our group, we're in a pretty tight group. We call each other out at the same time, like with Soviet, right? Soviet. A lot of people, don't like him because he says some mean things to people. But we tell him behind the scenes, hey, if I don't respond, I'm busy. You can send me as many messages as you want, but if I don't respond, I'm busy. Don't take it to the heart. That's all I could do, and he understands because we call each other out and we tell each other stuff. Like if we're busy, we're busy. From what I hear, if you don't respond right away to the person and the other groups, they get mad. They get mad if they fucking, oh my god, why did you respond to me in 10 seconds? You responded to me in 15 seconds. Shit like that. She said mean things. Yeah. She, whatever. So weird. You know what I mean? I get confused. I'm not good with the LGBT stuff. Uh, I'm still learning. I'm a little conservative when it comes to the LGBT stuff. 80% conservative when it comes to LGBT. There's 20% that I'm like, yeah. Get them right. I was friends with Dan for 10 years until he showed his. Yeah, well, that's like I said. I don't know exactly your guys' story when it comes to that. I just know snippets from what you guys talk about on your streams, but because it's not my, I guess my me to have a say on it. I watch you guys. I watch all of you guys. You know, I don't discriminate. I even watch Arthur sometimes. I even join Arthur streams and talk shit to Goten because he is half white and stuff like that. You know, I join places where I'm welcomed, and if I'm not welcome, then I'm just like if one day Perry, you're like, you know what, Sloppy, um, I don't think you should be joining my streams because I don't think you know you should be there. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm you don't. As long as you told me, hey, I can't have you there, and I'm like, okay, cool. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I don't take it to the heart because I'm a man. You got to be straightforward to people sometimes. And what I see on the like being straightforward for the most part. There's a couple people that are straightforward that I see it on the internet, but for the most part, no one wants to hurt someone's feelings, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. Hurt people's feelings, toughen them up. But it depends on the people, I guess. I try to be sloppy as a man of God. Nah, I'm atheist. So be it. I'm just kidding. I'm Catholic. I'm a Catholic man. I believe in the Virgin Mary and all that, and the saints. But yeah, things like this. Roxy Foxy, show her face. Dee Dee's aunt, show her vagina. Him caring about his shows and his friends being harassed and slandered while still being cool with those people as a slap in the face. What do you mean? Very like I said, I don't know exactly the fallout, so it's tough for me to say anything. I could just hear you say what happened, but because I don't know much about it, I I try not to ask. Like if you guys talk about it on your streams, if you guys talk about it in your live chats or whatever, then that's how I find out. That's how I find out. Besides that, like I don't like getting people's business as much unless you're a prick. But if it's inner conversations, then yeah, it's it's not. I guess it's none of my business unless you put it on your streams. Then it's everybody's business or anybody that wants to input their opinion. But if it's behind the scenes shit, if it's something that happened between you guys behind the scenes, then that's not my business to know. But like I said, if you guys talk about it on streams and stuff like that, then yeah, of course I'm gonna be like, oh shit, Coke and Pepsi. What kind of Coke are you talking about? WB? Is it the party all night? The Eddie Murphy? My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. My girl wants to party all the time. Whoa. Fucking Rick James over there made a banger with that shit. Or retard local. Yeah, well, local. No, not the one from Mexico. Then you're no fun, WB. You're no fun. Well, the Coca Cola from Mexico. Well, the Coca Cola, for the most part, when it got created, it did have coca leaves. So that's how you got addicted to it back in the day. I don't know how now you're addicted to it. I guess it's the sugar, the fucking 80 grams, 40, 50 grams of sugar on each can. That shit gets you addicted, man. God damn. it hits the sugar hits the same part of the brain that Coke does, and that shit is wild. That's why people love sugar. It's crazy. It's way cheaper than the coca leaves, but yeah, yeah. He cared more about himself than his friends. Just ask Will. I'm sure Will was like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to move on from this shit. It's like I'm trying to talk about Coca Cola and Pepsi. I ain't trying to talk about previous conversations. I've never used Coca. Oh well, me neither. WB. It just as long as possibly WB. We got from what I hear, it was a I think it's from like Thailand, a Filipino or Thailand. I think the creator, and it was like medicine, and it was like they sold it at truck stops for people to, I guess, it's an energy drink. So yeah, it's a maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's the Taiwanese or Thailand type of herbs, and yeah, yeah. My cool girly far right idea. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So yeah. If I'm cool with people that are cool with me, with the people that still obsess over me, then problems happen. Yeah, well, yeah, that's why it's tough. Like to me, because the internet world is just like a small part of my life for now. Uh, I don't associate myself with that many people. Like everybody is an acquaintance, so it's easier for me to disassociate myself with that individual. It's easier for me to be like, you know what? Nah, I don't fuck with you. I don't need to talk to you. You're not anybody in my life that I need to be, friends with. I think that's why it's so easy for me to just be like, okay, oh, nah, I don't like that guy anymore. Nah, I'm not gonna talk to him and stuff like that. But from what I see on the internet world, people are friends, and then this guy is a friend with this friend, and then this guy doesn't like this guy, but they're still friends, and this guy's a friends with that guy, but they're enemies. But they made a truce to not speak about each other, and then the truce is broken, and it's just like I said before, it's like a soap opera. It's like a soap opera on the YouTube world with different like real life characters. No me interesa hablar de ese vendedor de coches, Ulises, the car salesman. Floppy just acquaintance for me. Yeah, yeah, same thing. Uh, Pink. I, I'm cool with all the people here, but they if one day you're like, oh, you know what, I won't be your friend, or I don't want to show up here. I'm like, okay, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not gonna cry about it online. I might cry in the bathroom when I end the streams and stuff, but not online. I can't do that. I gotta be a good boy. God damn, an hour. I'm supposed to just do an hour because I was just coming to say what's up, but it turned into a good time. Oh my god! If you're really cool with me, then you're bestie. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know about that. But so be it. Like I said, so be it. You too. If one day we find out you do some fucking stupid shit, we cut you off. If like very heinous thing. If you're talking shit about talking shit, saying some the R word or something to people, that's nothing. But if you're like doing something crazy that we don't condone, then yeah, of course we're gonna cut you off. We're gonna keep you accountable too. So be it. Let's see. Actually, Sloppy is Jeffrey Shogun still around. I'm cool with Soviet. Oh, Jeffrey Strogan. I think so. I think he's still around. I think he's still, but he's doing his um, reviews of food and shit, and you can't understand what he's saying. Very odd guy. Very odd guy. He wanted to meet up with the girl. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But I'm already losing my voice. I've been screaming at the top of my lungs all week. Well, Monday and Tuesday. So thought I ask. I don't hear from. Yeah. He's around, but he's quiet now. Same as what's his name? That black guy, Jules' ex friend. The guy that put a picture of a little kid and said his girlfriend was in jail in the hospital. I mean, my bad. Many. I know you do, Soviet. Well, Stanley too. Stanley's another guy. Merv, there you go. Merv Griffin. Merv Griffin is another autistic pred. Oh man, so many. But besides that, I'm out. I gotta go to sleep. I've talked for too long. I'll talk to Dexio tomorrow. I'm sure he's barely waking up. So I'll talk to him tomorrow. I'm gonna go to sleep. And we'll see what he's gonna do. Shit talking and making serious accusations are two different things. What do you mean? Like who said a what do you call it? A serious accusation? Is it? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. And I keep the butthole tight. Yeah, of course, WB. But we'll talk about it later, Perry, or on your if you're gonna talk it in your chat. I'm sure WB will change the topic because he doesn't want to talk about that shit. So one day, next time I stream or something, you could talk about it. But I gotta go to sleep. I'm losing my voice already. Sloppy girl. Just shut up, Soviet. You don't say that. I'm a man. All right. I'm out of here. All right. Peace out, guys.